morning, friends. How are y'all? Today we're going to be reading this from God's Peaceable Kingdom. So, long, long ago and far, far away, a country was surrounded by war and fighting. It was very scary. The people who lived in that country were frightened. What will happen to us? They asked each other. Will the fighting ever end? Then someone came along who gave the people hope. It was the prophet Isaiah. Isaiah knew that God had an important message to share. It was a message filled with hope. Listen to God's message, exclaimed Isaiah. I have good news to share. I wonder, what good news did he have to share? What do you think? The people gathered around to hear. One day, the whole world will live together in peace, declared Isaiah. In this world of love, even the animals will look after each other. The wolf and the lamb will be friends. The leopard and the goats will live together in peace. The cows and the bear will share the same food. I wonder, can you think of any other animals that could be friends? The people were amazed. What a beautiful world this would be. Tell us more, they asked. Nothing terrible or scary will happen again, explained Isaiah. The whole world will be filled with people who love God and follow in God's loving ways.
Wow,
said the people. Wait a minute, said one person. God's world of love is already beginning. It's true, said another. I see God's world of love when we share. I see it when we use kind words, shouted a little boy. We see God's world of love when we help others, noted a group of girls. Yes, replied Isaiah. If we follow God's way of love, then the world will change, and God's love and peace will spread everywhere. The people didn't forget the wonderful message that Isaiah had given them. They shared the good news with their children and their children's children. Then they waited and watched for signs of God's world of love. They began to see signs everywhere. So I wonder, what can we do to share God's love? What are your ideas?
I hope you guys enjoyed the lesson today. We have some fun ways that we can show God's love to animals. I know my kids love showing love to animals. So today we will need a toilet paper roll or a pine cone or anything you can think of that can be covered in peanut butter and rolled in birdseed and put up in a tree. We will also need peanut butter. I stole this from my house. And something else that you got in your packet. Birdseed. Now, we have a pet bird at our house, and you can see all these little colorful dots in there. Those are really, really healthy for the bird, but our bird doesn't like to eat them. So I thought maybe some outside birds would enjoy having some healthy little dots. Maybe the outside birds will eat them. You also received some string in your packet. We'll use this at the very end. First thing we're going to do is open our packet of seeds. I'm going to use a paper plate, but you can use whatever you have. And pour your seeds out so that way when our container is all sticky, we have a place to put it before it gets all over the place. See, got a nice little bed of birdseed there. Next, take your toilet paper roll or pine cone or whatever you have and some peanut butter. And we're just gonna put a thin layer all around the outside. Doesn't take much. In fact, I might even have a little too much on here. Uh-oh, my hands are getting really sticky, guys. Do you like peanut butter? Maybe. If you like peanut butter, you can lick it all off your fingers when you're done. I bet I know a little girl who will definitely enjoy that. Okay, so now I'm going to take my peanut butter covered roll. I'm going to plop it right down on the bird seed. Oh no, let me get a napkin. Next you will just roll. And sprinkle it on. Make sure it's all coated. You know, if you have a pine cone, you will probably use a lot more seeds than I will. I'm thinking a pine cone might take up more space, but if you use a toilet paper roll, you might have enough to do 2 of them. Just have to kind of see. Here we go. It's all coated. Next, we're going to take our string and we're just going to thread that through. Thread it through. Till it comes out the other end just like that. Tie a knot at the top. You can hang it from a branch, from a tree, maybe a spot on your house, wherever you think the birds might be able to eat it. I hope you had fun with your craft project. It's one of my favorites. Have a great week, and I can't wait to see you guys next week. Goodbye.